8 days brewing later and 5 days conditioning, my dark matter stout is ready. I say sort of. I've already done the conditioning tap on the back, so I've already turned that around, and it was a bit active, started foaming a little, but I'm still going to push on and try this because it wasn't as bad as the IPA that I'd done. I've taken my measurement already on here of the gravity, so I've poured out what I can, so I've done a pre-pour already. But what I can tell you on this is that, well, you'll see actually. I'm going to go for the pour, and there is a massive amount of foam. But this is just me probably being too eager and going straight in there rather than waiting anymore. I think I've waited long enough. But it looks beautiful. It looks like a proper Guinness at the bottom there with the... oh, you can see the carbonation just crescending and the beer appearing. That looks beautiful. I hope it's coming out on camera like that. So it's slowly pouring up. I was going to put it in the Pinter glass that I've got, but because that has the nucleated bottom, I thought it might go a bit crazy and might go everywhere. So I'm going to come back in a second once this has, well, it's moved quite quickly, but I'm going to need to top it up as well. So I'll come back in a second and I'll have a pint, hopefully nearly full by then. See you in a moment. You're not flaking that, love. Massive, massive head. But it's a really, really tight, bubbled head. I'm not sure if this is coming out at all in the light, but it's such a tiny, nice, bubbled head. That looks great. Just a shame the beer's not further up to here. I said, I'm going to leave this to settle just a little bit. It's still cold, which is probably not the temperature it should be served at, but I'm going to leave it a little bit more. Probably need a little bit more of a top up. It looks like chocolate milk when it's pouring out of here. It looks amazing. But yeah, come back in a moment. Hopefully I'll have my pint. Alright, I'm going to call it quits now. I've been swirling it, trying to get the head down, topped it up, and then that'll do. It's just shy of a pint. That looks beautiful. It is dark, nice and dark, not see-through at all. Lovely tan head. As saying, these carbonation bubbles are tiny, which is what you want, not big bubbles, nice tiny little bubbles. It does, like I said, it looks like a nitro effect the way that it comes up. It looks great. Let's smell. I'm getting there's a sweetness in there, along with some roastiness, I would say, roast malts. Well, obviously roast malts in here. But there's a sweetness coming off. Right, I'm going to dive straight in and see what this is like. Wow, that is beautiful. I think I'm probably leaving marks on myself here right now with this. Oh, that is really good. And it's chilled. I just wonder if the flavour will develop a bit more when it warms up. But that, as you can tell, I'm just going straight back to it to drink more. Oh, the malts, it's roasty. I'm losing my words right now here. That is really good. That is. Yeah, you got, I'm just, I'm aware that I'm constantly leaving a line on my face there. That's got the maltiness, that's got the coffee, it's got roasted flavours. Oh, that does the job, that does the job. Look at the lacing that it's leaving on the glass there. That is a beautiful head. That has come out amazing. Now, I'm not saying it just because it's winter and it's perfect beer for winter at this stage anyways, but this is the best one I've had on the Pinter so far. Now this is obviously where I jump in with my caveat and say, but when I brewed this, I did add sugar. So I added brewing sugar to increase the ABV. If you want to see, click the video in the link above. This has come out beautiful. Now it's time to check what that gravity was. What was the ending gravity of this beer, the final gravity, versus the starting gravity, and what ABV have we got here? The product was supposed to be 4.5%. I was aiming for a 2% upkick, but let's see what the final gravity was. So, final gravity, 1015. My starting gravity was 1056, which, according to this calculation, means I have brewed something that's come to 5.4%. So it's not even got 1% extra, sadly. Yeah, my calculations are off then at that stage. I did have it brewing for 8 days. The aim was to only do it for 6 days, but I was away, so I ended up brewing for 8 days. Conditioned for 5 days. Conditioning wouldn't add too much to it, I don't think. I did try taking a measurement actually when I took the brewing dock off, but that was just full of yeast and get me a completely off measurement that didn't seem right at all, and this has proved it's not. Now this sample here has been out for quite a while. There's no carbonation left in there, and it's warmed up, so I'm sure that's now at room temperature, and that is 1015, the final gravity. So there's sweetness still in here, as I can tell when drinking it, but I think it's balanced really nicely. But it's actually made a 5.4% beer. If I were to leave this in here conditioning still for maybe another 2 days, it might add another 0.1, 0.2%, but not much. So at max I could push this up. Probably by the time I'm drinking it on Sunday, it could be 5.5%, which is a 1% increase or bump up from the original ABV. But that's not bad. It's not overpowering. The alcohol is not overpowering, which is good. That's what you want in a drink, or I hope that's what you want. It feels sessionable. 5.5 or 5.4 sessionable. This is good. I'm going to enjoy this over the Christmas period. I'm really glad that I brewed this one. Lesson to learn for next time. I wouldn't use brewing sugar. I would, with this, probably something else. So I could use malt, dark malt extract, which would same level of sugar that I put in for the sugar, but it would actually add a bit more body to it. I could even, I don't think I would go down the route of adding syrups or treacle actually with this, because I don't think it needs that. If you're wanting to increase the ABV, it would be adding the malt, liquid malt extracts and everything that goes with it, like DME, dextrose, that sugar. But yeah, that is really good. Just maybe add in a bit more next time myself. Who knows? Oh, it's dangerous. It's going down easy. This I'm really enjoying this. Although I wonder how long it would take for that malty oakiness and the roasted flavour in the mouth to become overbearing. I'm not sure. A few pints and then a few more the next day. I don't think it's have them all in one sitting. Definitely over a few days. That is a really good beer. I'm just going to pour another amount. You can hear gas coming out as well on the other side still. I know, massive head. We've probably overspilled it a bit here. Whoop. Just about. You can see, oh, look at those tiny little bubbles. and it's got that nitro effect where they slowly move upwards to reveal the beer. So I'm just going to leave that on the side. I am going to drink that. I'm not going to drink the test sample. It's only 100, well, less than 100 ml. I'm going to chuck that. And I thought I'd actually just mention two other things quickly. So I got through my next one, and it's Saison's Greetings, which I've got an email through today to say they've actually, it was supposed to be a Christmas special. They're actually making this all year round now, and it's called Four Seasons or Four Saisons. So I will be brewing this. I'll put it under the tag Four Saisons. I might even get around to this on Christmas Day. Depends on how I feel. Boxing Day, Christmas Day. Oh, I don't know if I'll be too hungover Boxing Day to want to be brewing, but Christmas Day would sound good. I think I like that. I can finish this up, wash it, dry it, eat the food, and then do some brewing in the evening while drunk. That'll go down well. I also got another package through, which I'm liking. Was unexpected, I knew it was coming, but it's the new tap. I've not even opened this. So they've sent out an email to say they're replacing the current tap, which is drippy still. Look at that, all drippy, with this new tap. And this tap pours 4 times faster than this one. But I must say, with the previous ones, the cider and the IPA, this has poured slowly. With this, because it's so foamy, I guess, as well with the head, it's actually pouring really quickly. But that's not what you want. I don't want a lot of head. When this becomes maybe lower down and less active, then I will have that slow pour again. So I'm going to definitely put this in. I've seen the instructions. It's literally a case of pushing and twisting, pull that out, put this one back in, and just make sure it's correctly connecting on that. Only my first drink of the day, I already sound drunk. But yeah, looking forward to installing that. I can't obviously install it with the current brew. I've got to finish this before I can put it on. So that one will be on during the Four Saisons brew that I've got coming up around Christmas time. That is dropped down, but still very, very active. Just swirling it around because the air bubbles collapse and you see what's going on. But that looks beautiful. The lacing on the side of the glass is beautiful. I know if I'm going to take a swig of this, it's going to be a mouth of foam, but let's go for it. The sweetness is just good as well. I say all the sugars didn't ferment out because it was only at 10. It's only at 10:15, so those residual sugars in there create a sweet beer, but it's not overly powering sweet. So if this had got down to where I sort of expect, if it got down to 10:10, 10:08, I'll be looking at 6 to 6.5%. But it's at 10:15. I'm fine with the percentage. 5.5, that'll do me fine. But the remaining sugars that didn't go have just made this so much sweeter. So it's balanced really nicely. I would be interested to see those that have just brewed it per spec, where it's supposed to come out at the 4.5%. Just look and see what I said. It didn't say it. I'd be interested to see a review, what someone says. If you've done that, leave a comment. I'll look online to see if someone else has done any of those as well. Be really interested. But this is beautiful. I said absolutely beautiful, and it has that nitro effect. All those small tiny bubbles. Best brew I've had, and it's a permanent one now as well. All of theirs seem to be permanent now, but I will definitely be buying this again, especially because it's still winter. So I'm looking to do the Four Saisons, and then I'm gonna probably buy another one of the Dark Matters, plus if they have anything else. I know this is the Four Saisons. I'm pointing down here because it's down here for me. I know this is now the January special, and the Dark Matter was the December special. I think it was supposed to be November and December, but they were late in getting everything out because they're busy and obviously close for Christmas period. But hopefully they'll announce their Feb special by then, and I'll buy that as well. I've got a few other things lined up as well. I've got an idea for some other brewing that I might try and utilise this for. A few other ideas for the new year as well. I'm going to try and put a few more videos up. It's been really hectic at work and I've not had a chance to put more videos up during this period. It's nearly 2 weeks since my last post when I started brewing this. But to all of you out there, Dark Matter or any of the other Pinter drinks, have a good Christmas. Hope you've got your brews on in time just for that longer condition in the brewing period. Some of you, I know you'll be gearing up to taste and tap those on maybe next week, Monday to Wednesday, just prior to Christmas. I hope it all comes out well. Don't forget though, if it's active and it's not quite settled down, just give it a day or two, keep it chilled, and you'll be able to enjoy it, especially as you've got that long Christmas weekend. Don't rush. If it's not ready on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, don't worry. It can be your Boxing Day drink. Just relax, take it easy. I'll speak to you all soon, guys. Take care. And wouldn't you know it, just as I stop recording, it goes back to no longer all that head, back to its slow pour that takes forever. Would you believe it? Oh my days. We've got double stream coming out of here. Well, I'm looking forward to installing that new tap so that I don't have all these slow pours as I'm having now. But I'll just show where I am with this, and don't forget this is nucleated at the bottom. That is a sensible head. So I've poured out this. I've had nearly 2 pints of drinking it myself, and third pint coming out perfect. So I say, always persevere.